7 signs God is preparing you for a major change. When you begin to see these signs, when you begin to experience these signs, you should begin to know that God is preparing you for a major change. Have you noticed strange changes happening around you lately? Before you panic, listen carefully. Before you panic, listen carefully. These 7 signs may indicate that God is preparing you for a new season. These 7 signs may indicate to you that God is preparing you for a new season of laughter and celebration. Number 1, when God starts removing certain people from your life, don't feel bad, don't cry when certain people begins to leave your life. Sometimes God creates distance between you and people who cannot go where he is taking you to. There are people that God takes away from your life because the level you are approaching, those people are not meant to be there. So when certain people begin to leave your life, see that as one sign that God is preparing you for a major change. Number 2 sign, that when you see this sign, you begin to know that God is preparing you for a major change. Number 2, your old environment no longer feels comfortable to you. When your old environment is no longer feeling comfortable, you are no longer feeling okay, you are no longer happy around that environment, it means God is preparing you for a major change. God wants you to change that environment. When the place you once loved suddenly feels like a place you have outgrown, God is telling you, I am preparing you for a major change. What you are seeing is just a feeling of it. Number 3 thing that you will see and you begin to know that God is preparing you for a major change. Number 3, you become more sensitive to sin. When you become more sensitive to sin, you begin to feel so strongly when you want to commit sin, you feel that urge strongly not to do it. God is preparing you for a major breakthrough. God is preparing you for a major change. Things you once tolerated begin to trouble your spirit. John 16. Verse 8. What other things do you see and you know that God is preparing you for a major change? Number 4, you start craving God's presence more than people's approval. When you begin to crave God's presence more than people's approval, it is a sign that God is preparing you for a major change. Your hunger for God becomes stronger than your desire to impress people. Just know that when your desire for God exceeds that of trying to impress people, it is a sign that God is preparing you for a major change. You see that in Psalms, verse 42, verse 1. Number 5 thing that you will experience, that you will see and you will know that God is preparing you for a major change. Number 5, certain doors will begin to close in your life. Certain doors will suddenly, automatically close. That is a mistake. Not every closed door is punishment. Sometimes God closes a door because he's protecting you or redirecting you somewhere better. Not all closed door is a punishment. God might close that door because he wants to redirect you to something better, and as long as the old door is open, you will not see the new door. So sometimes when you see doors that you expected to be open closed, know that God is preparing you for a major change. Number 16, you need to know, or you need to feel, and you know that God is preparing you for a major change. When you experience unusual resistance against your faith, when you experience unusual resistance against your faith, sometimes stepping into a new season requires you to stand firm instead of giving up. Ephesians 6:13. Number 7, which is the last and the most important. The most important thing you need to feel and you know that God is preparing you for a major change is this. Number 7, you begin to experience peace even when you don't know what comes next. You begin to experience peace even when you don't know where your next meal will come. You will begin to experience peace even when you don't know where your next house rent will come from. You begin to experience peace even when you don't know what next is at you, but you have peace inside of you. It is a sign that God is preparing you for a new season. It is a sign that God is preparing you for a major change. This is powerful. You may not know how everything will work out, but deep inside, you know God is still with you. That is the peace I am talking about. Isaiah 26, verse 3. So don't be afraid of transition in life. Don't be afraid of transition. Don't be afraid of change. What feels like an ending may actually be a preparation. What feels like an ending might actually be a preparation. God may be choosing one chapter. God may be choosing one chapter for you. God may be closing one chapter because He's preparing to open another one for you. Trust God. Trust Him always. Your next season may be closer than you think. Shalom. God bless you. Please let others benefit from this. Shalom.